Okay, girls, today we'll take grammar. We'll take chapter 8. Previous time, girls, we said that chapter 8 clauses. We said, what is a clause? A group of words, huh?
They contain subject and verb.
Yes, a group of words that has subject and a predicate. Has subject and a predicate. And then he
Miss
divided
Nada,
this clause. Yes, dear.
can you excuse me for 1 minute? I'll be back.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
And he divided these clauses into two parts. Independent clause, a sentence that can stand alone. Independent clause. What is dependent clause? Independent and dependent. So again, clause is a group of words with subject and predicate. And it's divided into two parts. Independent clause, sentence can stand alone. Dependent clause, a sentence that. And then he took this sentence that cannot stand alone, this dependent clause, he took it and he used it once as an adjective and once as an adverb. Previous time we discussed how do we use it as an adjective. We said it comes directly after the noun it modifies. We said it starts with relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, that. So today we will discuss how can we use dependent clauses. How can we use dependent clauses as adverb clause? Okay, I'll share the PowerPoint now and we start. Wait a minute, please. Can you see my PowerPoint? Grade 10, can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay. So how do we use the dependent clause as an adverb clause? Okay. As we said again, adverb clause, subordinate clause that modifies what? A verb, adjective, or another adverb. It is exactly the same like what, girls? Adverb clause is exactly like what? What else modifies adverb, verb, as adjective, another adverb?
Adverb.
Adverbs, yes. So as we said that adjective clause like the adjective, it modifies a noun or a pronoun. Adverb clause like an adverb. It modifies verb, adjective, or another adverb. What are the questions that adverb clause answers me? Uh, the questions how, when, where, why, to what extent. Remember when we said like the adverb, he runs quickly adverb, because it answers me how he runs. Do you remember when we said he slept late? Late is an adverb because it answers me when. He went there. There is an adverb because it tells me where. Okay. To I love you too much. Much is an adverb because it says to what extent. Okay. The same of adverbs, the same like adverb clauses. They answer how, when, where, why, what, to what extent. Okay. It starts with what? Starts with subordinating conjunction. So adjective clause starts with who, whom, whose, that, which, who, whom, whose, that, which. Okay, and sometimes they start with the relative pronouns when I modify a place or a noun or a time. Adverb clause, the same. They start with subordinated conjunction. They answer me how, when, where, why, what extent. Let's see here, girls. We said that adverb clause is a clause that cannot stand alone, that can't come alone. So if I come to you and I say to you, if Sam calls and I start, can you understand?
No.
If Sam calls and I stop, no, yeah, we can't. What happens if Sam calls? So please tell him that I will be late. This is the independent clause. Please tell him that I will be late. Independent clause. If Sam calls, dependent clause. Okay, we played in the garden until the sun sets. Independent clause, we played in the garden. Dependent clause until the sunset. Why there is a comma here and there is no comma here? Can you tell me, please?
Because it's in the middle of the sentence.
No.
Because when we have a dependent sentence, then an independent sentence, we put a comma between them.
When I start with the dependent clause, I add comma. Here, the dependent clause came at the end. I do not add comma. Again, when I start with the independent clause, I add comma. Though she was busy, comma, Alice helped the young boy. John went home after he finished his lunch. Here, there is no comma because it came at the end. Dependent adverb clause, a group of words that functions as a adverb. It has a subject and a verb. Clause, subject, and verb. Adverb clause functions as adverb. It cannot stand alone. So when I look here, I will bury the treasure. I understand it, independent. Where the crocodiles live, where the crocodiles live here is what? Look, let's look at the sentence. I have crocodiles, subject. I have live, verb. So it is a clause because I have a subject and I have a verb. It's a clause. Which kind of clauses? Let's see. It starts with who, whom, whose, which of that? No. It comes after an it comes after a noun. So let's think. And it starts with where. And teacher, you said that sometimes it starts with when and where when it modifies a place or a time. But here, where is not relative adverb. It's not modifying a place or a time. It modifies will bury. Where will you bury the treasure? Where the crocodiles live. So here it answers me or the question, where will you bury? So this is dependent adverb clause, modifies the verb will bury. Here.
Miss?
Though we may not stay together, dear.
Can I quickly go to the bathroom and come back?
Though we may not stay together, I still love you. So where is the independent clause? I still love you. I subject to love verb still love you direct object. So this is main clause. Main clause, it means can stand alone. Though we may not be together, here it starts with a subordinated conjunction. So it's whether an adjective or an adverb. It starts with any of the relative pronouns? No. So it's an adverb. Though we may not stay together, it starts with a subordinated conjunction. It's an adverb clause. Some of the subordinated conjunctions are here. Okay, here are they. Okay, girls? We are on page 157, girls. Open your books, you'll be with me.
Miss,
Yes.
can you go back to the previous slide? Yes, Miss, here the adverb clause, it modifies love, right?
Yes.
It doesn't.
Though.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Miss?
So these are examples of subordinating conjunction. Okay, girls? So
Miss, for the
here?
example of the treasure,
Yes.
the crocodile lives. Isn't it like modifying the place of the treasure?
No. I will bury. Where will you bury it? Where the crocodile lives.
Okay.
Okay. So, girls, let me erase these. And we make the comparison between adjective clause and adverb clause. Adjective clause, girls, modifies what?
A noun.
Noun. Or?
A pronoun.
Okay. Adverb clause.
Adjective.
Adverb.
No.
Yes.
Adverb.
Yes, adverb. Adjective clause. Where they come?
After the
noun.
noun.
Yes. Come directly after the noun. It modifies. Here, where does the adverb clause come?
Anywhere in the sentence.
Sentence.
Starts with what? Adjective clause starts with what?
Relative
Relative
pronoun.
pronoun. Or relative adverbs.
Relative adverbs when I do what?
Modifying a noun or place or
Yeah.
Or okay. Here starts with what? Start with subordinating
Subordinating conjunction.
conjunction. Okay. Okay, girls.
Yes.
Answer me what? What kind? And how many? Here it answers me what? Where,
How?
when, how, why, and to what extent. Right? This is a comparison between adjective
Yes.
clauses and adverb clause. With me, girls, let me just erase these because these are not. So these are the adverb clauses. Start with a subordinated conjunction. They modify a verb or an adverb, adjective, or another adverb. They come anywhere in the tense. We forgot to write this. When we start the adverb clause, we comma. When we start with the adverb clause, we add comma. Okay, here is it. Okay, girls? Let's answer. 157.
Miss, before you continue, we have the than.
Yes.
Than someone as, for example. This is also considered an adverb clause.
Yes. Is it? But it is not written for. It's written here. Wait a minute.
Yes, because
So,
they should.
so I shouldn't erase the two slides. I thought you don't have it. I thought grade 11 only have it. So I will. Wait a minute here. Here are they. I thought that you do not have it, but it's written for you here. Okay. Here, girls. Sometimes we erase some words from the clause. Sometimes we erase some words from the clause that Sarah asks about. What is the story of that? Okay. Let's say first what is it, and then I tell you. When words are omitted from an adverb clause, the clause is called an elliptical adverb clause. It's elliptical adverb clause. You can see the missing words in brackets below. Here, how? Yesterday's rain fell harder. Yesterday's rain fell harder. This is an independent clause. Yesterday's rain fell hard. Then today's rain fell today. This was the main sentence again. Yesterday's rain fell harder. Then today's rain fell. Okay. Or then today's rain did. So what is the story? I eliminated rain did. And I only wrote than today's. So what will be than today's? Then today's here will be independent clause. How, teacher? We don't have a verb. يعني, well, there is no verb. Then today's, where is the verb? Omitted. Why he omitted it? Just like no. Again, this sentence, the farmers are more concerned about rainfall than the merchants are concerned about rainfall. Let me show you this. The farmers, this is the sentence, the farmers are more concerned about rainfall. This is the independent clause. Are you with me, grade 10?
Yes.
Yes.
The farmers are more concerned about rainfall. You understand what does it mean? Farmers are concerned about rainfall. Then okay, merchants. Okay, this is a sentence. The farmers are more concerned about rainfall than merchants. So the farmers, they care about two things, rainfall, and they care about merchants. They care about rainfall and merchants. And merchants is a part of the sentence. It's not dependent clause. There are two things. There is rainfall and there is merchant. They care about rainfall and they care about merchants, but they care about rainfall more. But look, if we said the same sentence, if we take the same sentence and we say it like this. The farmers here look like not that. Oh, okay. Farmers are more concerned about than merchants are. What is merchants are? Why there is are? Are is a verb for merchants. Are is a verb for merchants. So it means this is a subject and this is a verb. So this is dependent clause. So the farmers and the merchants, both of them care about rainfall, but farmers care about rainfall more than the merchants care. Okay? We will understand more in the coming sentences here. Here. He like March more than I like March. Here, look. We have March. Let's make it and there is I and there is he. So I want to say what yani we are three. I, he, and Ken. And I said I love Mike or I love Ken more than he. And I stop. I love Ken more than he. So I, Nada, love Ken or makes he make it Jane, she. So I say I love Ken more than Jane. So there we are three. I, Ken, and Jane. Ken and Jane. I love Ken more than Jane. So I love both, but I love Ken. What if I said I love Ken more than Jane does? Here we have Jane does. So here it is one sentence. I love Ken more than Jane. That's it. But here I love Ken. Okay. Jane also love Ken. But I love Ken more than Jane does. So when there is the verb, it changes. Okay. It changes the meaning. So let's see in these sentences again. The farmers are more concerned. So farmers are concerned and concerned too, but we eliminated concerned about the rainfall. We will not worry as long as you do not be worried, but we eliminated it. Have you ever known anyone as lucky as Phyllis? It should be is. As lucky as Phyllis, and she stopped. It is also dependent clause. Here, as we said, he likes March more than I. When there is I, it's subject. Subject. So I do also like March. So he likes Marge more than I, now is dependent clause. And like and merge, we eliminated them. So then I elliptical clause, and I eliminated like and merge. Here, he likes Marge more than he likes me. So if I said he likes Marge more than me, more than me here is object. Marge more than he likes me. You understand the two meaning, girls? Here are the two meanings are different. Here we both like Marge because I and he subjects. Here we both like, he likes Marge and he likes me, but he likes Marge more. So these are dependent clauses. These are dependent clauses. These then merchants. You understand? Here in the sentences you have the Willis Tower is taller than the Empire State Building. Let me get another slide. It should be what? It should be is. Eliminated is. I remember Noor or Najwa once asked me about that. Right or not? And I said to them, I will tell you later. Here is it. So the Willis Tower is taller than the Empire State Building. Adverb. Okay, another one. Was built before the Willis Tower. It was what the Willis Tower was built. Right?
So, Monsieur, we can eliminate them, right? The was built and is.
Yes. These between practice we can eliminate them, and still is a adverb clause. You understand, girls?
Yes.
Are you sure? Any questions? So when I find them and the rest, I understand it's what? Adverb clause. You're not asked to go into deep details, but I just wanted to show you the different meanings when I say then I, or then he, or then she.
Miss,
Okay?
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Miss, if you have an adverb clause, okay, and starts with which, when we want to differentiate between it and between the adjective clause, and the
Understanding.
yeah, we don't have a comma in the adjective, or we have.
No, in the adjective we don't have a comma. It comes directly after the noun it modifies.
Okay.
Because it doesn't come at the beginning of the sentence. It comes at the end after a noun. So it comes at the in the middle or at the end.
So if there is a comma, we can understand that it's an adverb clause.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
If it comes at the beginning of the sentence. By the way, remember, sometimes we have a sentence at the beginning of the sentence and then there is comma. And also adverb phrase, girls, it comes at the beginning of the sentence and we add comma.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's understand one. So now we understand the elliptical clause.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's answer 157. Number Dalia. You just underline adverb clause, girls. Dalia. Noor Yusuf.
Yes, miss. When
Yes,
Abraham
miss.
Lincoln died.
When Abraham Lincoln died. داليا number 2 يا داليا.
Yes, miss. While the poem is quiet. No, it is also
Yes, yes,
fleeting.
yes. No,
While the
no,
poem is
no. Quite emotional. Look, girls, in number 1 and number 2, there are commas. Number 3, رغد. ريما.
Miss 3, you said who?
Note. Answer
Note.
4 يا note. Note you will answer 4, okay? Number 3, نور بلال.
Yes, miss. As most people could imagine.
As most people could imagine. 4 يا note.
Even though it captures a sense of loss.
Yes. Number
Miss,
5,
can I
نجوى.
Which lends so much.
Yes. Yes, which lends so much tragedy to the poem. Dareen, 6.
Read it aloud or listen as it is read aloud.
No. I want adverb clause only. Read it aloud or listen is not an adverb clause.
If you can.
If you can, yes, if you can, and there is another one at the end of the sentence.
It is read it aloud.
As it is read aloud. As, because it has starts with a subordinated conjunction. Number 7, Sarah.
as soon as it was published?
Yes, 8, Lujain.
Whenever he appeared in public.
Yes, 9, زينة. ريما. رغد. جمانة. 9 يا جمانة.
Yes, miss.
جمانة.
Though Whitman himself grew tired of the poem.
Yes, excellent. 10, Natalie.
Although the poem is one of Whiteman's most famous.
Yes. Yes, girls. So we wanted also to take the noun clause, but we're out of time. So we can take it on Sunday with the literature. I don't have you tomorrow, right?
No, we don't.
We can take it on Sunday before literature, okay? But just remind me. So let's go back now to the, we were already there. Let's go back here to revise the adverb clause again. Adverb clause is a clause that has a subject and has a verb. It starts with the subordinating conjunction. It answers me how, when, where, to what extent. If it comes at the beginning of the sentence, I add comma. It starts with the subordinating conjunctions, and there are the subordinating conjunctions. And then we came to elliptical, adverb clause, when we omit some words. So it is with then. Okay? Look, then, as long as you, as lucky as, then today's, then the merchants are, as long as you don't, as lucky as fellas. And here, the farmers are more concerned about rainfall than merchants. The farmers are more concerned about rainfall than merchants did. Are. I explained its meaning, but yani, if you don't get the meanings, you're not asked to know the difference between the meaning. But here, again, the farmers concerned about rainfall, okay, more than they care about the merchants. I love Ken more than Jane, so than Jane. And here, more than Jane does. Okay. Here, the Willis Tower is taller than the Empire State Building should be like this. The Empire State Building was built before the Willis Tower was built. Okay, so here, before the Willis Tower was built. Let's take the third example. because we still have like 2 minutes. I am more impressed by the Empire State Building. Okay, then it should be what I am impressed by the Willis. So it should be what I am impressed by the Empire State Building. This is independent. This is independent clause. Then by the Willis Tower. He eliminated I am impressed. He eliminated all of it. He eliminated all of it. Okay? So when I see that, I understand there is an adverb clause. You understand this part, Grace? Or when I say as long as, I understand there is an adverb clause. Although that I may not find a verb. I may not find a verb, maybe before the Willis Tower only. I may not find a verb. You understand, Grace? But here we said.
Called elliptical adverb clauses.
Yes, elliptical adverb clauses, yes. What was it?
No, I'm asking you, they are called elliptical.
Yes. So how did we know if there are no verbs? Because he likes Marge more than I like Marge. These were the two independent clauses, dependent clauses. He likes Marge more, and then I like Marge. Then subordinating conjunction, and I like Marge. I eliminated like Marge. He likes Marge more than he likes me, and we eliminated those. So it became elliptical clause. He likes Marge more than me. He eliminated he likes me. He eliminated like Marge. So when I see that, I understand there is adverb clause. Although that there is no verb. Why? Because verb is eliminated. You understand now, girls?
Yes.
Again, when I see then, I understand there is an adverb clause. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just I will add the sentence that I eliminated. When we start with adverb clause, we add a comma. Here is it. Okay, we will continue noun clause on Sunday, inshallah, before the late page. Yeah, understood?
Yes.
Okay, good. See you.
Bye, Miss. Have a nice day.
Bye.
See you. Have a nice weekend. I will not see you till Sunday.
You. Goodbye.
Bye, Miss. Have a nice weekend.